Hello, students. In video 5, pair of linear equations, those two sums what I did, there was no time to verify it, and verification you can easily do. See, for example, the Nuri's age and Sonu's age, when you verify, we have got now Nuri's age as 50 and Sonu's age as 20. Now, if you want to verify, you have to go to the condition what they have given you 5 years back, 5 years before. Nuri was 3 times of Sonu. Yes, you can just see there 50 minus 5. 5 years back, 50 minus 5. So he'll be 45 that time. Now that his age will be 3 times of Sonu's age. Now Sonu is 20 we have got. So 5 years back means he will be 15. So 3 into 15, that also will be 45. LHS will be equal to RHS. So what we have done is correct. So that way we have to verify it. Okay. You can take either of the conditions. Both conditions you can just see if you want. It will be correct. And we have got Nuri is 50 years and Sonu is 20 years. Now what about the digit problem? Digit problem also we can verify it. See, the number what we have got is 18. Okay. So according to the first condition, 9 times of that number is 2 times of the reverse number. So when they give the condition like that, 9 into 18 is equal to 2 times of the reverse number. 18 reverse number will be 81. So 2 into 81. So 9 into 18 is 162. 2 into 81 is also 162. So that means we have verified. The condition is satisfied there. Therefore, our two-digit number is 18. Okay. So that verification also we have finished. Now we have to come to our portion which is not done before. I heard so. Let's do it now. What is it? Equations reducible. So equations in this chapter, equations reducible to a pair of, this is the title of that, to a pair of linear equations to two variables or in two variables, to a pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, now we have to reduce it, means it will be given in some intricate form in which we have to simplify it and bring it to the normal form. So equations reducible to a pair of linear equations in two variables, there will be number of sums now and we have to convert them to a simple thing, and then we have to make it simple and then solve it and then go back to what we had supposed it to be. That way. So for example, you see, we can do example problems also. Example 17, and I'm sure you have got the textbook in front of you. I always tell that. So example 17, you say, solve the pair of equations. So 2 by x plus 3 by y is equal to 13. This is one, what is that, equation given there. 2 by x plus 3 by y is equal to 13. And 5 by x minus 4 by y is equal to minus 2. See. Now how we are going to reduce it and to a normal form, simple form, how are we going to bring it? You should observe here. Okay. Now 2 by x means, see, 2 by x means it is 2 into 1 by x. 3 by y means the meaning is 3 into 1 by y. So in both equations you have got, in the second equation, 5 into 1 by x, 4 into 1 by y, that is the meaning. So what you should do here, you have to take this 1 by x, you have to give to it another alphabet, another variable you should give. So let 1 by x be p. Let 1 by x be p and 1 by y be q. See the way how you have to do, because I think you have not learnt all this. So I am doing it. Please learn it. Please see. Please observe it. How to do it. So let 1 by x be p and 1 by y be q. And just now I have explained here 2 by x is equal to 2 into 1 by x. Please note it. Therefore, what will happen? 2 into 1 by x means it is p. No, 1 by x is p we have put here. So, 2p it becomes. 2p plus 3. 1 by y we have taken as q. So, 3q. It is equal to 13. See, to the normal form we are getting now. Then 5p minus 4q. It is equal to minus 2. So this is one equation, this is second equation. Now third or fourth you can take it. In normal form, in simple form, we have written again those two equations as 1 and 2. Now what we should do? Elimination method. Elimination method, you see, this is plus 3q, this is minus 4q. So without changing sign, one step we can do here without changing the sign. But we have to get the same coefficient here. For here also same number, here also same number. Actually, what is the hint, 3 and 4. What is the LCM of 3 and 4? That number we should get in both this here in this case. So 3 and 4 means it's 12. The LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So that means the meaning is you should get 12 here. 12q. Here also we should get 12q. 12q, 12q. But now since this is elimination method, it's a bit little, it's not complicating. You should try to understand now. The first equation you see, I will write there, multiplying. You have to multiply the first equation, one equation, by 4. By 4. So that 4 3s are 12 you will get. See, 12, what is the 12 there? 12 is the LCM of 3 and 4. That means we should get the 12 number here, both sides. In order to get 12 here, you have to multiply by 4. That also is quite simple here to understand. And this equation you have to multiply by 3 in order to get 12. So multiplying one equation by 4 and second equation by 3 we get. So we shall write now. So multiplying the first equation by 4 means full equation you have to multiply. I have told you. 4 2s are 8p plus 12q. It is equal to 13 4s are 52. Then second equation you have to multiply by 3. So 3 5s are 15p minus 12q. 3 4s are equal to you are multiplying by 3. So minus 6. 3 2s are 6. Okay. Now after everything is ready here, now see, plus 12q minus 12q will cancel by themselves without changing the sign. They are cancelling. So come on, cancel it. So if you cancel without changing the sign, I have told you the rule that you are adding. So 15 plus 8 will be 23p. It is equal to here 12 minus 6. No, 52 minus 6 is 46. 52 minus 6 is 46. Therefore, P is equal to 46 by 23. So 23 ones are 23 twos are. So P is equal to 2. We have got now. P is equal to 2. Then now substitute in either of the simple equation which you have here. One you have written, no? 2p plus 3q is equal to 13. You need not take this equation which you have multiplied by 4 and 3. No need of taking that. You can take this equation and substitute there p. So 2 into p. P is 2 plus, why we are substituting? In order to get the value of q. So 3q is equal to 13. Therefore 3q is equal to 13 minus 4. Which is equal to 9. So 3q is equal to 9. Therefore q is equal to 9 by 3, which is 3. So what is the value of p? P is 2, q is 3. We have got. But our p is our 1 by x. We have to go back to what we have taken. Now we have to go back to get the value of x and y here. So now 1 by x is equal to p, isn't it? Therefore 1 by x is equal to p means 2. So just take x at the top and 2 you can bring down. Therefore you get here x is equal to half. X is equal to half you will get. And y is equal to, see, y is equal to 1 by y. You know that 1 by y is equal to 3. So just exchange their places here. So y is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, children. See, you have got now the values of x and y. They can be fractions also. They can be fractions. So x is equal to half, y is equal to 3, 1 by 3. We find that both the equations are satisfied. So verification also they have done. I have just solved the example problem only, 17th problem. And you see how it is done, and I have explained it. That's all. I have explained the sum. So x is equal to half, y is equal to 1 by 3. Please note it properly once again afterwards. Okay. Now let's go to a next problem. Next problem is our, if we want we can go to example 18 also. It's quite, because if you understand the example problems, you will be able to do the problems of the exercise. Same way it will be. Now next I will take now example 18. Okay. Example 18. So 11 minutes. The beginning video I was a bit it has taken 16 minutes time because when we do sums now, when we are doing problems, this usually happens because it will be long, and when we are explaining everything, time will go off there. Now example 18, 5 by x minus 1 plus 1 by y minus 2, it is equal to 2. This is one equation what is given to us. Then another equation is 6 by x minus 1 minus 3 by y minus 2. This is equal to 1. Now here also the same thing. See, 5 into 1 by x minus 1. So 5 into x minus 1 it is. Okay. And here it is 1 into 1 by y minus 2. Now what you should think here is 1 by x minus 1. This one you should take it as p. 1 by y minus 2, you should take this as q. So this is the way to reduce it. So you should learn from here, from two sums only you should come to understand. So what you have now, so you should write there, let 1 by x minus 1 be p. Let 1 by y minus 2 be q. Okay, children. So I hope you are understanding. It is already 13 minutes. Let me not go like the previous one, 16 minutes and all. I will stop and go to the next video. Okay, children. So we shall stop it.